Hey, hey, what is going on, my fellow Sagittarius? Butch Tarot here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using Wild Reflections Tarot. Had a little bit of a brain fart. Caught on the spot trying to think of the name. Actually, I know I've been using this for about 2 weeks now. Absolutely love this deck. It's worked its way into my top three. I do believe the artwork is incredible. You know, I just feel connected to it. I felt connected to it right away. Tarot of Dreams is definitely in my top three, and the Celtic Tarot. If you're new, you may not know this, but I have a lot of decks. So if there's a deck that you don't think I have or that you really enjoy, put that in the comments down below, and I'll check them out. If I don't have them, I will definitely check them out, and if I feel the urge, I will definitely get one. A lot of the ones I get are usually I see somebody else using it. But anyway, enough about all that. Let's get into the read. Let's get it. Universe, what message do you have for Sagittarius? What do you have coming in for Sagittarius? What is current and future energies for Sagittarius? Excuse me. All right, Sagittarius. So the first thing that I see, Sagittarius, I feel like this is someone you already know. Now, not necessarily someone you're already in a relationship with, because I feel like for some of you, maybe someone you're already in a relationship with, but for others, I feel like it's more of a friendship. But I do feel like you do know this person. You know, with the Six of Cups, that past person, and the Three of Cups, there is some sort of connection between you two. Whether, like I said, whether it be something new that's already started or just a friendship as of now. I do feel like if it is a friendship, we've either crossed the line or we've come close to crossing the line to something more. Because I do feel like there is some flirtatious energy. And like I said, again, for others, if you've already started a relationship with this person, there may be some intimacy already had happened. But I feel like with this person, there's a great connection. You feel connected to this person. But, and I know nobody wants to hear the but. They're just like, hey, let's skip the buts and let's just go to the good stuff. But I feel like this person's a bit closed off when it comes to showing emotion. You know, I feel like there's some hot and cold energy, so it's really hard to read this person. It's hard to, they got that self-imposed prison with that Eight of Swords, and we got that Five of Pentacles, that hot and cold energy. I feel like you never really know what's going on in this person's head. I feel like that causes a little bit of a stress for you because I feel like you know what you want from this person. Like, you know, you want something more from this person. Like I said, whether this is a new relationship or still in the friendship stages, either way, I feel like you know you want more. But I feel like there's an anxious energy with that Nine of Swords. It's like the sleepless nights, because you know what you want, but you don't know what they want. And I feel like it even so much as goes to the place where you feel like they're hiding something from you that you don't want to know. With the Seven of Swords, I feel like they are hiding something from you, but I feel like it's not something you don't want to know. I feel like it's something you very much want to know. Uh, Hard to know if this person cares. And I feel like that's the struggle. That's the internal struggle within you. It's like, does this person give a shit about me? Do they want something more? Is it a physical thing? Or is it just a friendship? Like, what do they want from me? It's almost like you want to shake this person and say, what do you want? Like, what do you want? Because they're not talking. They're not talking about what's important. Like I said, they are hiding something from you. You may think they don't care. They do. They care very much. Very much. They feel the bond as well. But I feel like this person's been hurt before. They've been betrayed. And I really get this, like, this energy. The reason why it feels like they kind of push you away from time to time, or they kind of keep you at a distance, is because they feel like that's the way to keep themselves safe. Because they feel that connection to you. That's clear. They feel it. But they don't want to relive that past shit. When you were in a serious relationship and that person hurts you, the next serious relationship that comes along, for some people, that could be the scariest shit ever. Because they know what it's like to be with the wrong one. They know how it can end badly. That's the problem with a lot of people, especially people that are single and that have a history of getting hurt. It's hard to put yourself out there again because you know what it feels like to get hurt. And unfortunately, most people haven't realized what it feels like, the opposite side of that. To be loved back, to be nurtured, to be appreciated. Unfortunately, they don't know how that feels, so they don't have that to look forward to. When all you know is pain, you kind of get used to it and you kind of expect it. But one thing is clear, like I said, this person thinks about you and only you. They fantasize about you. They fantasize about moving forward with you. They fantasize about more than just a physical connection with you. That's not what it is for them. This person truly cares about you. And, they're not walking away from this. So the only thing they can do is walk into it. This bond you feel with this person, it's strong. It's a deep, deep-seated bond. The only thing holding us back is this person. I feel like this person has concerns. I feel like they have fears. But the good news is they're not going anywhere. I feel like with this person, it's like they don't know, but they want to know. And there's no way in their mind to convince themselves to not know. So that plays into this quite well. I feel like this person's going to open up to you. I feel it coming. I feel like it's time for it to come. I see this person opening. I feel like this person not only open up communication with that eight of wands, but I feel like it's going to be very, very to the point. Very blunt honesty with that Queen of Swords. A Queen of Swords is that person that's been screwed over and, they're not going there again. And they're going to be very clear about what they want. And I feel like once they open up to you, you'll see how they've already made this decision. They're already in this. But the King of Wands is like, they're just waiting to grab on and hold on. They're not going anywhere. They've already made this decision. They just haven't told you yet. You know, it's like they already bought the ring. They just haven't showed you yet, or they already planned the dinner, or they already told somebody that's close to them. They just haven't told you yet. But they're going to. Like I said, I see a lot of forward movement with this. You know, and I feel like this person, the one thing I do see in this person that I feel like you're really going to enjoy is the fact that once this person lets you in, you're in. And that's when we can finally move forward. That's the emotional fulfillment coming. That's when they fill your cups up. Once they take that step, they're in. They're all in. You know, it's like that leap of faith. Once they take the leap of faith, this is the type of person that it's like being on that diving board way, way up. You know, they're at the edge. They've been at the edge for a while, and they know they're going to jump because they know they sure as hell ain't going to climb back down that ladder. You know, they knew they were going to jump. It's just a matter of time. And once they jump, there's no turning back. That's why it's such a hard decision. That's why they took the time. They don't want to be impulsive. They don't want to be unsure. They don't want any mistakes. They want to come to you correctly. So if you think this person doesn't care, I feel like you needed to see this. I mean, with this person, we have some Leo, we have some Sagittarius, we have some Gemini, Aquarius. You know, we have some Cancer as well. Some Pisces. I always think of that when I was a kid. When I talked about how not going back down the ladder. Remember when I was a kid, and it was peer pressure. You know, peer pressure made me jump because I was one of those people that I try my hardest not to embarrass myself. Unfortunately, I'm very self-aware. I became self-aware of that very early on, so I did correct it. But I remember when I was little, we were at this place, it was called the Aquatic Center, and it has this 50-foot diving board. And it was way out there. Like, I'm little at the time. I know I was in elementary school. I don't remember the grade, but I remember I was little. And there was this, like, huge stairwell. And then for the other diving boards. And then the last diving board, you go up all these stairwells. And then you come around, and there's a ladder that goes up to the 50-foot diving board. And I remember I climbed up there. And it was a class trip, so there was kids all behind me. Like, only one person was out on the diving board at a time, so the rest were all lined up at that ladder below me. And I was absolutely terrified. I mean, from that far up, the water just looks flat. And it looks like I'm just jumping into pavement. Like, that's what clear pavement. So I'm looking down and I'm thinking. And like I said, I knew I was going to jump because I knew there was no way in hell that I was climbing back down there past all those kids. And it was peer pressure because I seen other kids climb down and people tease them. But that isn't really why I jumped. That was part of the reason. The reason why I jumped is because I've always been this person that I had to do things. You know, I had to know. I didn't want to be one of those people that live vicariously through other people. I wanted to be the one to experience it. So I jumped. And I landed wrong and it hurt like hell, but I did it again and I did it again. And every time we went there after that, I did it. Because it was a rush, because it was fun. And I'm glad I did it. You know, I'm one of those people. I've been skydiving. I've only did it twice. I did it once. It was a tandem where I'm attached to somebody. And then I did it on my own once. And I knew how it felt. I never had to do it again. It was exciting and terrifying all in one. I don't regret doing it, but don't know if I'll ever do it again. Because I got it out of my system. I wanted to know how it felt. Now, in my town, they have hot air balloon festival every year. I put pictures up so you might have seen them, but I still haven't come around to doing that yet. But the point of this whole story is I knew I was going to jump. I knew I was in. Just like what I'm saying with this person. Just because they didn't tell you yet, doesn't mean they're not in. I feel like they are in. Like I said, I mean, I may feel like they don't care, but trust me, they care more than you know. But you won't have to wonder much longer, because like I said, I do see this person opening up to you. And once they open up, like I said with the diving board, once I took the jump, I jumped all the time. Once I knew it wouldn't kill me, the fear went away and I was open to it. You know, like I said, I mean, I feel like this person's been hurt before, and I just feel like they weren't in any hurry to have that happen again. And once you've been hurt bad by one person or multiple people, you're not in a big hurry to get that feeling again. You know, and when you meet someone new that you have strong feelings toward and you feel connected to in a way, especially when it's more than anything you've ever felt before, for some people, like if I got hurt by someone that I cared about and they hurt me really bad, and then I met someone later on down in life that I cared more about, that I really felt connected to, that I already had feelings for them that I never had for anybody else. Well, that person that hurt me, that pain, what I'm thinking to myself is, this new person that I have this strong connection to that's deeper than that ever was, they could hurt me more than that. You know, it's like somebody throws a rock at you. A little rock. They throw a rock at you from a distance, and it hits you and it hurts. You don't want to get hit by a rock again. Then somebody pulls out a gun. Definitely don't want that. If you get what I mean. I just mean, like, it's bigger. It has more. It has the ability to hurt you more when you truly have a connection with someone. But like I said, I mean, it's a fight or flight mentality comes into someone, and I feel like with this person, I mean, they're internally fighting, so they're not running. And I feel like I said, they've already made their mind up what they want and what they're gonna do, but they just haven't told you yet. But they will. Be good. Take care. Stay safe. And don't mind me. I got this ring. I'm getting married coming up, and I never worn a ring before, and I know I fidget with it a lot. It spins. I deal with anxiety from time to time, and I feel like this thing just... So I apologize if you hear me dingling around with it. I'll take it off. I don't mean to annoy, and I don't realize I'm doing it. Rose tells me I'm playing with it all the time. But I don't realize it, so fidgety. Anyway, be good. Take care. Stay safe.